This is rough. This is real rough. Our top 5 greatest Premier League players ever, because Salah's just hit 200 goals for Liverpool. He has 15. He's got 15 straight matches at Anfield. He's got goal or assist.
Yeah,
it's pretty impressive.
Very good.
This match is a record set by Alan Shearer and Thierry Henry. As I said, 200 goals for Liverpool. Where does he rank in your top 5 Premier League ever greatest players?
Oh, he's not in it. No chance.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not. Salah's a phenomenal player.
Could he be?
Could have been someone else's top 5? Yeah, sure.
But could he be at the end of his career?
Do you think he's going to Saudi in a year? After the summer that just happened?
Do you know what? If they win the league again, he might just be like, right, that's a nice way to part.
Yeah.
But,
well, give us your top 5 ever.
Okay. I have Thierry Henry.
5th?
No, top. Oh, sorry. I'll
start 5th. Start 5th, yeah.
Okay, 5th. It's quite a rogue shout. It's a bit of a boring shout in a way, but I actually put Ashley Cole. He's the best. Everyone.
I actually don't mind it.
If anyone did an all-time Premier League 11, no one argues left back.
Because there's no one else in left back, man. Luke Shaw.
No, but even in world football.
Yeah.
Dennis Owen. Even in world football, you could put Maldini ahead of him. Other than that, I think Ashley Cole's he's arguably the best English player produced in a sense. We've
argued he's the best left back ever.
Yeah.
He's him or Roberto Carlos or Marcelo.
He is probably the best left back ever, but
I know I'm putting a left back there.
I don't mind it.
I was just thinking, who's one of the best players that's played? And yeah, he backs up and tells he's won everything. Champions League, won everything. Fourth, I've got JT. I've got the best centre back of the Premier League scene.
This is the best
Chelsea players so far.
Yeah, the best Chelsea list of all time.
Again, it annoys me to say you got 2 defenders in top 5, which it is
but
boring. At the same time, JT is one of the best players. Is he top 5 though? I don't think he is.
He had more career goals than Iniesta. For a centre back, is nuts. His passing was one of the most underrated things about him. He could just ping it either foot.
Body on the line.
Body on the line.
Exactly.
He won PFA Player of the Year in 2004, 2005. 10 years later, in the same won the league in both those seasons. But he played every minute. 10 years out, no one's matching that kind of longevity as a captain. He literally defined Chelsea.
I've got a few players who match that longevity.
Not as a captain who is the main thing in their side, I don't think.
Well, I think Ryan Giggs had something to say about that. I know he wasn't captain.
I can't rate Giggs. He's not even the best Giggs the UK's produced, but JT was he was.
Okay, who's your third?
Third, I've Wayne Rooney.
Interesting. Okay.
Just so I think you touched on it yesterday, but underrated. People talk about Rooney now as if he fell off everything.
Because he's a crap manager.
Yeah. What's
true?
This 16-year-old rocking up and scoring against David Seaman was one of the most nuts things anyone's seen in football. And then the career at United obviously won everything. Kind of Ronaldo being so good took away from how good Rooney was and the hard work he put into kind of allowing Ronaldo to grow as a player as well.
Who's your second then?
I think it was also the stint where he kind of started to become like a centre mid or he kind of felt like a CDM, and I think it took away. Came to the team. It took away so much from him because towards the end of the career you're like, you know what? You start to forget just how good he was, and you're like,
I remember he had that big goal drought, didn't he? And then his goal back was the overhead kick against City.
Yeah.
Was that Broker's goal drought, was it?
I'm sure it did, because everyone was he's just not. It was 10, 12 games or something. Then overhead kick. I'm sure that was
even in that spell, when you look at that Fergie's last team that won the league in Fergie's last season, it's kind of looked at as the worst league winning season in a way because Van Persie sort of carried it. But the couple years prior to that squad was pretty weak, and Rooney was scoring 25, 30 goals a season when Ronaldo had gone, when Tevez had gone that same year. He was really carrying them for a number of years. He could play anywhere, he could do everything.
You touched on Ronaldo, Rooney link up. Who's second for you?
Ronaldo. Yeah, Ronaldo. To be honest, if Ronaldo had stayed another year in 08 or 09, if he stayed another year, I would have him first. Because I think that's the best player in terms of an individual year. That 07, 08 Ronaldo is the best player I've seen in the Premier League. He was just Ballon d'Or winner.
But he didn't hit his prime in the Premier League. Can he be in the great? Are you remembering the Ronaldo? Are you remembering the Ronaldo who went on to achieve everything?
Ronaldo, his prime is still better than the majority.
How many years did he have at that greatest level in the Premier League history?
3. 06, when they won their 3 titles in a row, Ronaldo was the best player in the league every one of those seasons. I actually think, to be honest, in terms of an iteration of Ronaldo, that's my favourite Ronaldo to watch. Like when he was doing step overs and taking the piss.
Free kicks, Portsmouth.
He was,
Arsenal. Even the one who scored against Arsenal.
He was phenomenal.
Yeah,
Just for me to be a Premier League greatest ever player, it's something you have to do over a more sustained time.
He was in the Premier League for like
6 years.
6,
I know,
years.
but at the highest level.
He was at the highest
Because I can't put Suarez in because I agree with that. Suarez, it was too brief. Whereas Ronaldo, I can say they won 3 leagues in a row. They won a Champions League sandwich between that. And he was the best player in the league for all 3 of those seasons.
It's a tricky one.
Who's your first? Today's episode of Pitchside is brought to you, as always, by our friends over at Super 6, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, they are back. But this time, after the international break, it returns on the 25th of November. But that doesn't mean you can't enter your results. Get them predicted right now, so you don't forget about it. Simply head over to the app, predict your 6 scores, and the jackpot could be yours. We're all playing Super 6 this season. There's no reason why you shouldn't join us. It's a free shot at £250,000. So why would you not join us? Use our code PTCH23 to join our Super 6 mini league. Compete alongside myself, Reeve, and Tom. And each round we'll be giving away a £100 classic football shirt voucher to the person who comes top of the Super 6 mini league. It's super simple. Simply predict your 6 scores, enter your golden goal, hit submit, and you are all set. Follow the link in the description down below to sign up now. And as I said before, there's so many chances to win the jackpot over and over again. And of course, that classic football shirt voucher if you come top of our league.
Thierry Henry.
I love it.
What more can you say about Thierry Henry? Was just he was unbelievable.
John's looking a bit.
No, I'm just worried because I was looking at this and I was like, there's so many ways to go about it because there's so many great players. So I was fully torn.
Well, give us your list. Go on, name all 5.
Okay, so in 5, to be honest, my 5 and 4 are actually the same as yours. No. Literally, Ashley Cole for the same reason. Best left back in world football, in my opinion. And then in 4, I've got JT. Once again, I think centre back, arguably the best. Yeah, listen, you've done this to yourself, by the way. But
you do your all-time Premier League 11s. Those 2 are the first names on it. Well, they're 2 of the first names on it. Like
I've got someone in my team who wouldn't even make it an all-time 11.
Interesting.
Oh, wait, actually, no. Sorry, I got it wrong. Sorry, Ashley Cole was 6. JT was 5th. Then,
so you made a top 6.
Yes, I'll make the rules here. Then I had.
So JT 5th.
Yes.
Ashley Cole's not on your list. Forget him.
Yeah.
Then I had Garratt.
4th.
Yeah. I feel like didn't win the titles, but
iconic.
Exactly. Done his thing. Then 3. Once again, maybe a Chelsea bias, maybe a personal bias.
Lampard.
Third
best Premier League player ever.
Yes. Listen. No. But like I mentioned, it's definitely a personal bias. He's one of my favorite growing up. Look, goals, the titles, he was just amazing. And people will be like, oh, he had the team around him, whatever. But at the end of the day, what he was still performing on that pitch is immense. So I'll put him there. There's definitely a shout for so many players that could be above him. Second, second, Rooney. And then first one, Thierry Henry.
This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. No, I thought this is mental.
Who you got?
5, I've got Ryan Giggs. 13 Premier League titles. He played at the top of the level for like 20 years.
But West Bram's got about...
Yeah. The whole team.
Right, he was part of the treble-winning side.
But I did also feel like he weren't the best player on the team at certain years as well.
He played every game for 20 years.
Yeah. Not to take away from him.
I don't know if he did.
He may not be the nicest player, but nice person, but...
No, Giggs was class.
Yeah. Ryan Giggs, mate.
Well, yeah, we're not saying that he's
the goal he scored against Arsenal, for example.
Mate, think how many good players though we're all leaving off.
Exactly.
Like Ronaldo didn't make that one.
Yeah.
You got no Ronaldo in top 5? Oh
no,
shit!
I didn't.
Top 6.
Yeah.
Not even top 6.
That's what I mean. It's a tough list.
No, but you know what? Like I did think about it. I just thought based off like what was mentioned before, kind of like his prime was away from Manchester United. That, to be honest, that Champions League year that they won, unfortunate to us. Like what? I think he scored like 40 odd goals in 46 goals in 40 games or something like that in all competitions. Like, that level for a winger.
You got Ashley Cole, Gerrard and Lampard ahead of him.
I do indeed, yeah. But I'm not saying that he's a terrible player or anything. Like I just think his prime.
Where would you put him in your top 10?
Is he in there?
You know what? No, he's definitely in there, but you know, that's not the question I've been asked. Let's just say.
Man. Right, fifth, Giggs. Fourth, I got Wayne Rooney.
Yep.
Okay.
Fourth. Third, Cristiano Ronaldo. Second, Alan Shearer.
Thank you. Oh my God.
All-time top Premier League goal scorer ever.
I'm aware, but like I felt like if Harry Kane stayed in the Premier League for a little bit longer, he probably would have.
He didn't.
He didn't.
But forgetting that, like, okay, Kane or Shearer as a player.
Well, you
no, this is no. If you're on about Alan Shearer is so for some reason
how can you not? He
He
carried Blackburn to a title.
Yeah.
How can you not have the all-time Premier League top goal scorer not in your top 5?
Emphasising that he played for Blackburn and Newcastle. He wasn't at Man United.
He was brilliant.
Blackburn
winning a title with Blackburn.
There's also probably a bit of bias in that. Like, I saw the back end of Shearer. And everything else is retrospective. So like all these players I've mentioned, players you've watched year in year out.
Giggs, Rooney, Ronaldo third, Shearer second, Henry first. Unanimous. Thierry Henry, man, made a generation fall in love with football.
Made a generation of Arsenal fans. I always felt. They suffered on the back of it.
100%.
the suffering.
Harsh but true. Lewis?
I actually have, believe it or not, John Terry fifth. I agree with the Terry praise. He just was class-like, and he scored a ton of goals. And I love a centre-back who scores a goal. Kind of contradict myself. The reason I picked this player is I believe we saw the prime of him in the Premier League, and it is Suarez. I think...
Mate, he's not top 5 Prem all time.
I would argue...
Wait, you think his prime was the Premier League, not MSN? Really?
I think... it can be both. I guess it's both here for long through balls.
You're not putting Hazard in then?
I'll probably say Garratt.
I almost put Hazard in.
It's Suarez over Hazard.
Mate, I just love Suarez again.
Hazard was the best player in the Premier League for 3 years straight.
Again, let's say, Suarez, not the nicest person, but on the pitch, he was just like...
He did it for like 2 seasons.
There's not many strikers who are aggressive like the Diego Costas, who are like nasty strikers and will like go after you.
So Suarez is third or fourth?
Fourth.
I know they didn't win the league, but like, you could count. I mean, some of them are on our list. I think Hazard's another one, but like, there's only a certain amount of players that you can count on one hand who could carry that Liverpool side to even getting close to a league.
Yeah, Gerrard.
That was a crap side. Like, it was like, what was it? It was Flanagan.
It was shit, actually. He was playing alongside Lambert, wasn't he?
It was Stevie D and Suarez doing that. Oh, who's your third?
It was Sturridge and...
Sturridge was good, and Sterling was like a kid, and then it was John Flanagan and Mignolet. It was...
Third?
I don't know if I'm going to get shouted at this or not, but KDB is in there for me third. I think when he retires and we look back at how fucking good he was in one of the most dominant sides in Premier League history, like, think we've all made a list here. Has anyone got a player from this Man City team that right now is like one of the best teams we've ever seen?
But I just think
if you told me to put a manager in, I would have had them in.
Yeah, I just think KDB, man, he's class. Like, it's a lot of nostalgia when you pick a top 5, isn't it?
No, I know, but is he third all time?
Yeah, he's the second.
Just might be.
No, you know what?
Maybe when he finishes.
I feel like
he's still got more years to give, though.
Whenever you have those conversations of like Scholes, Lampard, Gerrard, and all of that, like, I feel like you have to add him to that conversation now. Like what he offers to that Man City side.
Does he not win that conversation as well?
No.
KDB
Probably does.
Yeah.
Wait, so hang on a minute. So you got Terry,
Suarez,
KDB, Kevin De Bruyne.
Yes. You might not like this next one. I have got Thierry Henry second.
I had a feeling you're going to say that.
Because the greatest Premier League player of all time is the person who has scored the most goals in the Premier League. It's Alan Shearer.
What?
Okay.
Number 1. Thank you very much.
So
he did his job better than anyone else could possibly do a job. Won a title with Blackburn.
Who made people fall in love with football? Shearer or Henry?
That's not why I'm making this.
No.
For the region. No, for you. For you, it's Thierry Henry.
No,
for me, it's Alan Shearer. And for most people from Newcastle,
even
people
that weren't Arsenal fans fell in love with football. You
can ask any Newcastle fan.
Who's got more Premier League trophies?
People of that generation.
Who's got more Premier League trophies?
Yeah, but you have to put that aside. Thierry Henry played in a
beautiful manner.
Yeah, he did. He played fantastic, but otherwise I'd rank Isak on this list.
That's biased.
West Brown number 1.
No, you can't.
Premier League time.
Alan Shearer, his job was to score goals. He did that better than any other striker in Premier League history has at a team that weren't as well equipped as other people.
I'll back you a little bit. And after big knee injuries, like Shearer had like
people forget about
he had a career-changing injury at Blackburn. He had a bit more pace and everything. He had to change his game. He was like one of the best strikers in the Premier League scene.
But that's why I put him second.
But like, would I pay? Okay, if it comes down to subjective vision, like you said, you've grown up. That's like the guy there. But it's like, would I pay to watch Shearer over Henry or Hazard?
Shearer had about I think he had 2 clean seasons out in his prime.
And still kept doing
and
it.
his knee injuries. Yeah. And remember, for England as well, he was raw off. He hadn't scored for England for years. And then it was in like 92 or something, he came in and started over. Like, who 92. Did we have as strikers?
Andy Cole.
You mentioned 92?
No, I can't remember the year. I wasn't.
Premier League didn't exist then.
England. England.
Euro 96.
96, sorry, yeah.
Whatever.
And like the strikers England had at that time, and he started over all of them and scored the most goals in the competition.
Henry won a World Cup. If you want to talk about England, if you want to talk about international, that's France.
That's France tax, like. It is.
And it's England tax because we don't win anything anyway.
Yeah, we don't win anything. But like the fact is, he was still chosen across the best strikers of England's generation. He was chosen as the top dog.
Yeah, but I just feel like I just feel like I've put in second.
We are arguing over players that have statues outside grounds. Yeah. Like they're all like.
I do agree. I have grown up celebrating as this man for like my entire life. Yeah, so obviously that comes into it. But fucking Shearer, man, I can't not put him there.
I will personally say that I think I come away with a dub there. But hey, let us know your 5 greatest Premier League footballers ever in the comments down below.